All right, all you smexy folks, it's time for something a little bit different. Now, I know this is probably going to cost me some subscribers, but I had to do something I was more passionate about. Yes, we're talking about diving into that political cesspool known as American politics. Now, before you click away, this has always been a channel that has been welcoming to all discourse, so long as it's honest and quasi-respectful. Attack the argument, not the person. Don't let what I'm about to say in this video detract from that statement. That being said, let's dive in. A lot has happened this past few weeks, so let's check out some of the more interesting stories that have graced our headlines. Last week, the world lost one of the truly great actors, two-time Oscar winner Gene Hackman. Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, were found deceased in their home in New Mexico on February 26th. With several reports released, we weren't clear as to the cause of death. Now we know that Hackman passed away of heart disease a week after his wife passed from hantavirus. Authorities cite Hackman's advanced Alzheimer's disease as the reason that her passing wasn't reported. Investigators state that Hackman's pacemaker alerted an incident on February 18th, which is the day he's believed to have passed. Hackman retired in 2004, ending a prestigious career that spanned over 40 years. Even though I said I wanted to shift focus, I had to throw this next story in. Now, many of you may be wondering, what happens if I take a sovereign citizen style argument into court? Well, if it's this court, nothing good.
Ms. McHenry failed to appear. As a result of her failure to appear, I issued a warrant for her arrest. Ms. McHenry, why were you not here on January 8th of 2025?
I have a question about the case.
Ms. McHenry, sit down. This is not your courtroom. Again, why were you not physically, personally present in the courtroom for your trial?
I need the oath and bonds to be put for each person acting as a public official to be put on the record. And I also require the indemnity bond, and I'm going to require the other bonds. Please, for the record, let it be known that you exited.
I did. The warrant is being executed. You're being taken into custody. Take her down to the jail now.
I was not given the warrant.
Take her down to the jail now.
Why am I being arrested?
I don't know. It sounds like you're being arrested for failure to appear. I could be wrong, though. President Trump announced the new gold card path entry into the United States.
Near future, I want to do what has not been done in 24 years, balance the federal budget. We're going to balance it. With that goal in mind, we have developed in great detail what we are calling the gold card, which goes on sale very, very soon. For $5 million, we will allow the most successful job-creating people from all over the world to buy a path to U.S. citizenship. It's like the green card, but better and more sophisticated.
Trump proposes to use these gold cards in order to reduce the national debt.
I mean,
now, there are a whole mess of problems with this proposal. First and foremost, Trump has stated that he plans on eliminating Congress's EB-5 investor program without seeking Congress's approval. Can't lawfully do that. Furthermore, Congress puts a cap on the number of green cards into the United States. Trump can't lawfully or legally sell more than that cap. And at $5 million apiece, Trump would have to sell north of 7 million gold cards in order to cover the national debt. Now, with an estimated 2.8 million people who can reasonably afford that, not all of them are foreigners, mind you, you can see where the shortcomings lie. No, I don't actually think that Trump is really trying to use this gold card path of citizenship as a means to reduce the national debt. What do you think the impact of this program is going to be? If you heard this,
$8 million for making mice transgender. This is real.
And immediately thought, well, that's the silliest thing I've ever heard, then you might have gray matter between your ears. See, this is why I hit Trumpers and MAGAdians so hard. It's just their inability to read. As many of you know, head of Doge, Elon Musk, has recently uncovered federal funding that was going to researchers who were using transgenic mice. Trump heard transgenic and his diet cocaine-laced brain auto-changed that into mice wearing dresses, lipstick, high heels, and dancing around singing, "It's raining man, hallelujah, it's raining man." Now, many of you may be wondering, What is transgenic, and what do researchers do with transgenic mice? Transgenic defines as an organism or cell whose genome has been altered by the introduction of one or more foreign DNA sequences from another species by artificial means. Why do researchers use transgenic mice? Well, according to the National Library of Medicine, researchers use transgenic mice in order to study diseases and treatments for them. Many cancers, from mammary carcinomas and pancreatic tumors to lymphomas, are genetically produced in these mice in order to study tumors and to test the effectiveness of treatments. So transgenic mice are not mice who are receiving mouse sex changes in order to fulfill their gender identity so they can dance around in the bathroom of their choice. This is actual cancer research. Good job, President Musk. Now, this coupled with the crashing stock market, largely due to Trump's new tariffs, might explain why Trump is seeing a dip in his approval ratings recently. But I'm sure somehow Trump will find a way to blame the Democrats and Joe Biden for the terrible tariff impact. Manitoba Premier Wab Kinew responded to Trump's tariffs with a little bit of his own.
Okay, this order, it's a wonderful order, it's a beautiful order. This order is pulling American booze off the liquor mart shelves.
Turns out Canadians got jokes too. Kinew's call to remove American booze from Canadian shelves has been coined as good for Canada. Can we follow suit and remove American booze from our shelves as well? Not because I don't think anybody should drink. It's because I don't think people should drink Budweiser. Finally, I have some good news for all you girl dads out there.
Girl dads live longer. New research from a Polish university shows that dads with daughters tend to live longer, and the more daughters a father has, the longer he's likely to live, up to 74 weeks longer for each girl born. And though the study doesn't give one clear answer as to why, it does provide an interesting idea. One theory is that dads with daughters tend to make healthier choices and take fewer risks. An interesting note, the study found that having sons did not impact a father's lifespan.
Having 3 daughters myself, I can comfortably look forward to 4 1/4 additional years irritating people. Yes, I plan on enjoying senility. That's our show. I hope you enjoyed yourself, but something tells me that if you didn't, you're going to let me know in the comments section. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future shows, live streams, and the like. I'm Johnny O, and it's time to get out of here. We'll see you next time.